Since I make game trailers for a living, people often ask me what are my favorites to watch. It's not Gears of War.
All around me are familiar faces.
It's not Dead Island. It's not GTA. Metal Gear Solid 2. Halo 3. Skyrim.
Dragonborn.
Nope. One of my favorite game trailers ever is the launch trailer for Spiritfarer. And here are the reasons why. I recommend watching it first, just pause on this video of my cats and come back after. This trailer is 2.5 minutes long, which is pretty beefy since most game trailers are 60 to 90 seconds, especially indie games, but it's totally justified. The first reason I love this trailer is its dramatic structure. Now, typically what I recommend for a trailer is to start the energy high to hook the audience, then bring it back down as you gradually introduce the concepts of the game. Show the twists and turns. And build back up to a climax, and then end the trailer on a high note. And then maybe put an action-y or comedic button at the end. But this trailer does it differently in a couple of ways to great effect. Sometimes when I start watching a game trailer longer than 90 seconds, I can tell it's going to be a slog trying to finish watching it, but the opening of this trailer, where everyone is asleep and Stella's waking up, confidently tells me, just settle into your seat. It works because it feels like a scene in a film rather than a trailer. The first quote, an incredibly soothing experience, appears with Stella casting her fishing pole, with the sinker landing perfectly in sync with the music and a beautiful sunrise. It starts low and sedentary, with everyone asleep, gradually increasing with a montage of the basic game loop of building, collecting, harvesting, cooking, and caring for the spirits. The quote, full of life and love, precedes the next segue into the exploration section, which uses the game mechanics as a visual and auditory rise to showcase Stella's kinetic and varied moveset, and climaxing with the minigame of collecting thunder. There's a cut to black, and we fade in as things calm down with Stella slowly floating through the air, but then goes even higher, not through bombast and fast cutting, but through heartfelt emotion as you watch Stella walk the old hedgehog to the boat, and the other spirits are talking to her as she rows to the portal. Then the emotions really peak with a hug. Culminating in the lion passing through the portal, and becoming a constellation, which, by the way, is perfectly timed to the music. There's a shooting star, and the title slowly fades in. Watching it is like a full meal. This trailer makes me feel so many emotions, whereas most trailers are usually just about excitement or pathos if they're being arty.
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad.
Most of what I feel in this trailer is due to the second reason I love this trailer so much, the music. As with nearly all trailers, the music is a huge part of why this trailer works so well. To my ears, it sounds like there are 4 to 5 music cues. I'm just kidding. I know it's 4 to 5 music cues because I downloaded the soundtrack and to the best of my ability recreated the music edit and saw that it's primarily made using the tracks Last Voyage, the Spiritfarer main theme, Thunder Harvest, and Stella's Departure. But you actually can't one-to-one recreate this trailer's music edit using the soundtrack because the music was customized here and there to make it more cohesive. This is part of why it all flows so seamlessly from one song to the next. The music is what creates the dynamic structure I described. The opening song has just the slightest hint this is leading somewhere, which is key for trailer music. The biggest difference between good trailer music and most game music is trailer music has a sense of momentum and building towards the next thing, whereas game music typically is designed to keep the energy flat because it can dynamically change if the game state changes from, say, exploration to combat. The second music cue, the Spiritfarer theme, has really nice momentum and works great for the montage of Stella doing her chores. Again, this feels to me like a film, not a trailer. Next is a segue with the map screen, which leads into the cue Thunder Harvest, which is the high point of the trailer with all of Stella's exciting moves and the minigames. The third music cue with Stella walking with the spirits has just the right pace to give us a moment to calm down after the big climax. Meanwhile, the trailer is getting its final gut punch ready when the Spiritfarer main theme kicks back in for the emotional climax of the trailer. The music in this trailer is so freaking good. But my third reason for liking this trailer is what really makes it happen, which is the editing. By the way, this was edited by, I'm gonna butcher the name, so I found this clip of her introducing herself.
Je m'appelle Maud Plante-Oussahout.
She's a photographer and documentary filmmaker who works with Thunder Lotus and is also the singer of the end titles.
Flowing through the seas of time, memories that were left behind.
Like I said, the opening showed me the length of the trailer was justified. Just the first cut from the wide to the spirit sleeping is all I needed to know this isn't just going to be a trailer, it's going to be a story. Trailers by their design tend to be in montage mode as soon as they start, but the start of this feels more like a short film. The other thing I love is how this trailer knows when to linger and let a shot breathe, like this shot of Stella fishing and then turning after she hears something. Or this 5-second shot of Stella walking Alyx the hedgehog. That is a tremendously long shot for a trailer, and I wouldn't cut a single frame because it's so affecting. The editing also knows when to be quick and efficient, like during the montages of harvesting materials. Also, there's some great match cuts on action, like this roof slide to jump, which, if you look closely, this isn't even the same roof as in the wide shot, but it doesn't matter because it flows so well. During the Thunder Harvest montage, there's another match cut of the exact same action, which is totally seamless. The footage and sound are so well edited to the music. There are lots of places where things fall nicely in sync, like the fishing sinker. But also I love how here the zoom of the map matches to the musical segue. My favorite matchup is the visual rise of Stella on the zipline set to the musical rise, which segues to the Thunder Harvest section. The pacing of the trailer is also excellent. To be extremely reductive, good pacing in a game trailer is to have a variety of sections which aren't too long or too short, and within those sections to have a variety of shots which also aren't too long or too short. Put this over music, which also has a nice dramatic arc and a lot of variety, and you'll be in pretty darn good shape. The core sections of Waking Up, Building and Gathering, and the Exploration montage are about 15 seconds each, with the Building and Gathering taking up 30, with segues of about 5 seconds. A tip I often give on consultations is to make the features of your game proportionally take up as much room in the trailer as they do in the game. So these durations make sense relative to Spiritfarer's game loop. The ending is a whopping 60 seconds, which gives it great emotional weight. The music, art, and animation do a lot of heavy lifting, but the editing is what ties it together into a trailer, which is a full minute longer than most game trailers. When people ask me how long a game trailer should be, I usually tell them to make it less than 90 seconds, unless you really know what you're doing, and the editor of this trailer really knew what they were doing. By not dwelling too long on any one particular idea, this trailer is always staying fresh from shot to shot and section to section. I liken good editing to drink mixers. You have this message which you want to deliver to the audience, which is the vodka in this metaphor. You can give your audience straight vodka to drink, and yeah, they'll drink it, but it's gonna burn on the way down, and they might struggle through it. But with a bunch of drink mixers, it goes down smooth, and they just receive the message, and it's easy to swallow. This is sort of like why they say good editing is invisible. It creates the story which you then just experience as intended. You know all the things that were put into the trailer, and you felt all the feelings they wanted you to feel. In a poorly edited trailer, you'd be confused, have lots of the wrong sorts of questions, miss out on key information, and maybe even come away with the wrong impression. And all of this is in service of the fourth and final reason I think this trailer is so good. It shows you what the game is. This is the whole point of the trailer, to show you what the experience of the game is. This trailer shows the entire game loop of waking up, doing your chores, talking to the spirits, harvesting materials, cooking, playing, exploring, building your ship, and ultimately delivering a spirit to the afterlife. There's very little in this trailer which has footage without the main character visible. This trailer uses Stella and her sets of abilities in the game to tell the story and showcase the game. I could see this trailer being made with all the same dramatic structure, but without game footage, which so clearly illustrates what the player will do in this game. I rewatch this trailer often because even though I've already played and finished Spiritfarer, this makes me feel all the things I experienced in the game in under 3 minutes. And that's why this is one of my favorite game trailers ever.